problems. It's just, this is what they do at times. They, kind of turn your internet down, and it doesn't make sense, but it's cool. It's cool. I like, all right. I don't know if you watched the halftime show, but I watched it. And I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. I liked it. I don't listen to Bad Bunny. I never have, but I always think, the halftime show is gonna be awesome, man. I think he did. To me, I feel like he did a good job. I liked it, but I said I can't wait to wake up in the morning to actually see what's gonna be said. Like, I want to see what people about to be saying. And I knew Trump was gonna say something. You know, it's what he does. I knew he was gonna say something, and I had to see, and I said, okay. I said, I got to get up in the morning. I'm gonna have to make a video on this because I know Trump is going to say something. And I hear a lot of people. I know, like the last video I made, like you couldn't hear me in the beginning. This is what you have to understand for people that's just new here. Like I do most lives. I like that's just what I do. Since I've been doing YouTube, I've been doing like really nothing live videos. Like, I do uploads here and there, but I always do my videos live. So yes, when you see mistakes like me being muted and stuff like that, it's going to happen sometimes, which is cool though. I don't mind. You feel me? They like, man, your video is muted. Don't gotta chop it up before you see this. It's like, no, no, no. These are all live videos. Just know that. I come here, I watch it live with you, and I give you a chance to, react with me on the live version of the video because I don't need to chop and cut and copy and I don't need to chop it up and all that. I don't need to. You feel me? Because I already know what I'm gonna say before I even say it. My mind is already wide open to doing live videos to where I can just go live and I know what I'm gonna talk about. I know how I'm gonna say it. I just know. You feel me? What I ain't gotta read nothing. You feel me? This is not scripted. I don't write a script or have no script or none of that. You feel me? It don't matter what I'm talking about. Whatever I'm coming in to talk about, I'm already ready. So after that being said, we about to dive into these videos and we about to see what people are talking about after the halftime show. Because, like I said, I liked it. I liked it. I actually loved it. I said that was a dope performance. I liked the way he had the stage set up. It looked like it was like, like the way he fell in the roof, bro. It was dope to me. But, you always I had to see what Trump had to say. But let's go and just start diving in, bro. You don't need to talk about it too much.
Listen, man, Bad Bunny did his thing, and Donald Trump is not happy about it. As soon as the halftime performance ended, Donald Trump went straight to his social media.
He
The
was
social media account that he's
straight
saying that
to
his
social
staff
media.
be posting on. Uh, but he went to that account and posted something just diabolical, guys. He was basically saying that it was the worst halftime show in history. He was saying Bad Bunny was doing stuff that was inappropriate to kids and minor children that was watching. He was complaining that you couldn't understand what Bad Bunny was saying, blah, 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 blah. But this is coming from the same guy who's in the Epstein files. This is coming from the same guy who knew things that were going on in the Epstein files that involved minor children. That was very, very inappropriate. That you should be in prison for. So you're gonna come on here and really just lie and say that was the worst performance you ever seen in history? No, that was a beautiful performance, well orchestrated, well thought out. Bad Bunny brought the culture to that halftime show
Brought everybody
during that
together.
Super Bowl halftime, man. That kid that he handed the little trophy to, you guys know the little child that he handed Bad Bunny handed that trophy to. Y'all know who that was, right? That was the 5-year-old child that I snatched up and tried to use to lure his parents out. That's
Wow, because when he gave him the little Oscar thing, I didn't know who that child was. I was like, going, dang, wait, but I kind of understood where he was going with what he was doing. But dang, that was that little kid. We was just talking about that little kid on the other live. about ICE using him to get at his dad, or I guess his dad ran or something. I don't know. I'm just going, golly, I didn't even know that was that.
Same
That's
5-year-old
deep.
child. A lot of y'all let the halftime Super Bowl go over your head, where they was holding the flags and stuff like that, showing all the countries. These are the people that's being impacted by what's going on in the United States when it comes to the ICE uh, situation going on. That's why I said the halftime show went over a lot of people's head, and I'm even hearing black people saying, "Oh, that was horrible, horrible." Y'all,
I
y'all
liked it.
not seeing what's going on here? Y'all really, and these are older people. Y'all not seeing what's going on here? That halftime show was about us, man. Culture. If you couldn't understand, man, get a translator. That was beautiful, man. So y'all stop hating on Bad Bunny. I see why his TikTok account said everybody was blocked. His network did that so y'all wouldn't distract him with the BS after the halftime show. So I'm glad that he did that. I'm glad that he had his network to block everybody. So no one can comment on anything because it's all a distraction. Y'all know that man did his big one. It was so, man, listen, I got so much more to talk about because that was one of the best halftime shows I ever seen in my life, and it's going to go down in history, man. Trump, don't get mad, man. Support, man. You already did enough damage. Thanks for watching.
Man, Trump ain't supporting that shit, man. Like I said, to me, it was dope, but I didn't know that was the 5-year-old that by ICE, bro. That shit, that makes it even more of that shit was dope, bro. I couldn't understand except when Lady Gaga came on. I couldn't understand like a lot of it, but I just, I knew he was doing his songs, but all in all, like I like the whole ambiance of it. I'm not to me it was dope. It was dope.
It looks like Donald Trump tuned into the Super Bowl halftime performance and did not watch Kid Rock in them because he
He
had a
said Kid
whole lot to
Rock.
say about how angry he was. Let's read along with Donald on True Social. The Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. It makes no sense and an affront to the greatness of America, and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for the young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. This show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market and 401ks in history. There is nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, and watch, it will get great reviews because of the fake news media, because they haven't got a clue of what's going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. Make America great again, President Donald J. Trump. And I gotta say, this is horrible PR for Turning Point USA and Kid Rock and whoever else performed at that show, because he wasn't watching you guys. He was complaining about the Super Bowl. So, yeah, you guys got to go back to the drawing board, figure out, like, how do we get the president to watch us? Like, I thought he was going to watch us. You guys wasted your time.
Who cares?
He's just an angry old guy talking about the whatever. How you guys feel about this? Let me know in the comments. If you have not yet, make sure you go follow.
I feel like who cares if he was like didn't like it or not. You feel me? Like what the hell? Well, I want to play the one with the music.
Donald Trump is furious over the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show, incoherently ranting on Truth Social, saying the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible. One of the worst, it makes no sense, and is an affront to greatness of America. It doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching throughout the USA and all over the world. Then completely changing the subject.
That's the thing that I was even saying about the dancers. He had like, dang, I didn't see no white dancers on there. I, unless I'm mistaken, I didn't see none. But I said, yeah, he had a mix of different dancers. Black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever they were. It was like different shades of brown. That's all I seen.
The stock market, how it's the greatest in history, and saying that there's nothing
St. Louis
inspirational
in the
about
building.
this mess of a halftime show. Ending it off saying the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the President of the United States focusing more on the Super Bowl halftime show, which is a piece of entertainment, not a piece of legislation. Something that doesn't really affect people's lives in the grand scheme of things, because he would rather propagandize and distract than actually do anything. And just a reminder, this man is all over the files. Donald Trump is furious over
Exactly. All over them files. But, you know, he don't want, that's the last thing he want everybody to be talking about is them Epstein files.
To absolutely nobody's surprise, Donald Trump wasted no time slamming Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show. While the rest of us were enjoying this amazing performance, Donald Trump was hating on his platform Truth Social. He says the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible.
Bro, listen, Donald Trump goes straight to dang, they got the chicken that look like Donald Trump. Hold on, let me click this. Ain't that about who made this shit? Oh my God.
The worst ever. It makes no sense. It is an affront to the greatness of America and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. The show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market and 401ks in history. There is nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, and watch, it will get great reviews from the fake news media because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. Make America great again. Signed, President Donald J. Trump. I mean, would it kill him to just enjoy the show? For crying out loud, there was a wedding at this performance. Like, how can you hate on this? And yes, this was actually a real wedding. These are reportedly fans of Bad Bunny who invited him to their wedding, but instead he invited them to the Super Bowl. What a beautiful moment. Once again, I am not surprised that Trump had nothing but terrible things to say about this. What a bitter old...
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They had the wedding in there and everything. They had the wedding in there. That shit was dope. Halftime show was garbage. Better than oh my God. Big Chill, man, that halftime show was dope, man. To me, I like it. It was
Trump
dope.
soltó en Truth Social que mi show favorito del Super Bowl
I can't, what's the name? I can't, but you know,
look, I'm going to be honest with you. This is ridiculous. They just made that announcement, and I don't even know what they were talking about. I'm standing here, crowd's going crazy, fireworks, the whole deal, and I didn't understand. What a word. Absolutely wild.
He said, forget this country and its laws. Hey, I'm telling you, but the people, I said that the last time on the live. I told you, man, the people that selling the big dope, don't too much happen to them. You feel me? If you got a lot of dope, if you got keys, you feel me? You good. If you don't, man, it's over. They gonna make it look like you just was the worst person on the planet. You feel me? You get caught with a little drugs, oh man, it's bad for you. You get caught with a gang of drugs, they gotta let you out so you can keep selling.
Officially responded to Bad Bunny. And now many of you know Bad Bunny once called ICE agents, quote, mother bleeping sons of, well, you can fill in the blank. And Trump's response was absolutely ridiculous. And honestly, he's not wrong here. This is the biggest TV event of the year, supposed to bring Americans together for one night. And the NFL picks a performer who literally refused to tour in the United States because ICE was doing its job. You can't make this up. I mean, Trump told Newsmax, I don't even know who this guy is. I mean, that's what I said. I don't know why they're doing it, which, let's be real, most football fans probably agree with. Bad Bunny even went on SNL bragging that if you didn't understand his Spanish monologue, you've got 4 months to learn. So the NFL's idea of unity now is to learn a new language or sit down and shut up. We went from Bruce Springsteen and Prince to a guy who insults law enforcement and mocks half the country. It's woke marketing, and it's at its peak. And the league wonders why so many fans are tuning out. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Officially responded.
Yeah, I didn't, you know, like I never heard any of Bad Bunny songs, bro. That wasn't even the biggest thing to me. It was just the fact that, you know, they had him performing. Like I said, bro, I like the whole ambiance of the shit. You feel me? But all in all, I said, I like to see both sides because I know a lot of people gonna be on this side, a lot of people gonna be on that side, and like me, I'm like always in the middle. I hate to say it, so I can understand what both people are saying. I can understand what this side is saying. I understand what this side is saying. Like that's just me.
So what you're telling me is even Trump didn't watch the TPUSA halftime show. After all that, he was watching Benito.
I don't give a hoot about the halftime shit.
Okay. The Super
My
Bowl halftime show is
Patriots
absolutely
lost.
terrible. One of the worst ever. It makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, that's what happens when you can't speak more than one language. Is an affront to the greatness of America. The entire message was that America is all of America, and it is wonderful and beautiful and amazing. He showed so much love for America, and it doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Sir, we were talking about one of the most streamed and popular artists in the entire world. Someone who is literally a U.S. citizen. And the creativity of the symbolism and the message in this entire performance was chef's kiss. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, except for the millions upon millions upon millions of people in this world that speak Spanish. And the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA. Sir, there was only one tiny section of this entire performance where there were some women shaking their booties in front of the camera. One time in the entire performance, and they were fully clothed. But we see what caught his attention, don't we? But I'm sorry. This was a slap in the face to our country. No, this show is incredible despite what our country is doing right now. You say there's nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, but I argue that every single aspect of this genius creation of a halftime show is absolutely inspirational. You want to make America great again by making America all like you. The beautiful thing about what Benito did tonight was to remind all of us just how much better and stronger we are as a collective. Together we are America. And you don't get to decide who America is. You don't get to dictate who are the real Americans. The Americans can decide that for themselves.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
And what Benito showed us tonight is America is so much more broad, diverse, and deep than you could ever conceptualize. So continue to live in your hatred and your misery. You're not going to win.
It's really no fight going on. But okay, let's see what this dude gotta say. This be crazy, bro. This just be wild. Like, what y'all did y'all like the halftime show? Like, did you like it? Like, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. The only thing I seen wrong is, like I said, I couldn't understand. I don't know Spanish. You feel me? I just don't know Spanish, so I couldn't understand what he was saying. But it was a dope performance. Even, Lady Gaga, when she came out, that was the only thing I could understand. But it's still, the shit was dope to me, bro. But it's bigger than that.
So Donald Trump just said that he watched the halftime show, and he said that it's one of the worst halftime performances he ever watched. Yes, y'all, Donald Trump is at the Super Bowl right now, and he's pissed off. He said that with Bad Bunny performing, it's a slap in the face to all Americans. Y'all know that Donald Trump created ICE to get the illegal immigrants out of our country. Illegal immigrants was getting all the benefits and been doing a lot of fraud. So I gotta agree with Donald Trump. They could have had an American group. They could have had Kid Rock. And I'm still trying to understand why they had Green Day open up and didn't perform for. They had Green Day open up, y'all, with the American song, but they should have had them as the main event. I gotta agree with Donald Trump. I didn't watch the Bad Bunny halftime show because I don't like Bad Bunny. I never heard a one-hit song Bad Bunny had. I'm just saying, we gotta call a spade a spade. I gotta agree with Donald Trump. They could have had an American artist do it. It's the first time they had a non-American artist do it, and it wasn't right. It was off. It was not entertaining. And I'm pretty sure the NFL ratings went down. But Donald Trump said that it's a slap in the face to have a Spanish artist perform over an American artist on the biggest stage of the NFL.
What?
So
okay. I can understand what he's saying. You feel me? But it's a lot of Spanish speaking people out here, bro. Like period. But I can understand what he's saying. But I think the Super Bowl. Look, this the Super Bowl. When it comes to the halftime show, the Super Bowl is smart as fuck. They ain't stupid. Just like when Kendrick was beating up on Drake, you know, Big Chill, your partner Drake, when Kendrick was beating up on Drake, why you think they let Kendrick perform? You feel me? Now all the ice shit going on, it's the biggest shit ever going on right now. Boom, let's throw Bad Bunny on there. It's gonna start controversy. It's gonna make everybody watch. This is what it's gonna do. This is what they did it for. They not stupid. You feel me? And they do this every time. Whatever's popping at the time, they make sure and then just think what they charging for the commercials, bro, at halftime for this. Like, bro, come
Donald
on
Trump
now.
is already complaining about the Super Bowl halftime show that Bad Bunny did. The Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. It's an affront to the greatness of America and doesn't represent our standard of success, creativity, or excellence.
Yeah, he a U.S.
Nobody
citizen.
understands the word this guy
He is.
saying, and the dance is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. This show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market, whatever. But honestly, this is one of the best shows, in my opinion.
Drake and hiding right
now. He wasn't going to be watching the Super Bowl halftime show, and I guess he did watch it.
Yeah, that was Lady Gaga
doing this halftime show and showing diversity of cultures and all of that.
Yeah, like better word for yourselves than Americans. Dang, for real, should we? Is that what we should do? You feel me? Is that what they say? You should find a better word for yourselves than Americans. Like, probably. Who knows? I don't know. I don't really care, but hey.
Trump tweeting that shit was inappropriate for kids. Bro. You're literally in the Epstein files.
Let me go on there. Let me show you.
If anyone's going to make that argument, it's not going to be you. Trump tweeting that shit.
Hey.
So Trump just responded to Bad Bunny's performance in Super Bowl. He said it makes no sense and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying.
Ty, where Ty at? Ty ain't here.
Well, he's right. And the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. There, look what he said. And comment down what your thoughts in this performance and also Trump's thoughts. Well, comment down below. Let's talk. Let's go.
Puerto Rico. That's hella cold. He said the bootlickers, though. That's the homeboys wearing the Patriots jersey. Best believe the man.
Donald Trump calls Bad Bunny's halftime show the worst halftime show ever, right? And it's so crazy to me.
Like when y'all
Bad Bunny's show was all about love. It was all about unity. It was all about us coming together. It was all about showing love to all the Latin communities that are American and that we are from here and we live here. It was showing love to everyone coming together in a scary time where ICE is like, hurting people and stuff. He had the ball to preach love. He had the balls to preach us coming together. It was nothing but like positivity and like, this love for all humanity and the fact that we're all Americans, no matter what color, no matter where we're from, our ancestors, like we all come from different places to come and make this place the most beautiful place on the planet, right? And after this amazing magical message and all this like positivity and let's bring the world together and let's get along, the first thing out of Donald Trump's mouth is pure hatred. Pure like, this is the worst fucking show ever. This shit sucked. I didn't understand him. This is horrible. This is not America. And I'm just sitting here like
hey, it's kind of weird, right? And I don't know the right wing, left wing. I don't even fuck with that shit. But I'm gonna be real. This is what I look at it like, right? Okay, let's just say if I was a Crip, right? Say as I was a Crip, and the Crips like ran me off, and you feel me, and the Bloods took me in, and then I'd be running with the Bloods, but I still be waving the Crip flag. Like, I think I look at it sometimes like that. Like, why would I be, holding up a Crip flag if I run with the Bloods now? Like that would be kind of like, I don't know. I'm just trying to hold on to my Crip side, but I'm a Blood now, and I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it wrong or I'm seeing it wrong, but sometimes I look at it like that. So it's like, if you hear, like, wouldn't you be supporting here, especially if you came looking for asylum? If you got ran out of your country or anything like that, it's like, I'd be mad at them. I wouldn't be like, I'm not going to support them.
Fam,
that's how I would look at it.
Out of all that love this man was preaching, that's all you got out of this is like this is not America, and we have to show hatred towards this. This is our leader, fam. You feel what I'm saying? And this is why I'm starting to feel this vibration in the world where, like, we're not following the leaders no more. Like if Trump wants to have all this hate, go ahead and have the hate, fam. That doesn't mean we're gonna have hate. We're not following people no more. People have realized, like, nah, that's not how I feel, bro. I feel like I love everyone. I love all my peoples, no matter where they're from. I feel like we all equal. I got love for everybody, and we're gonna help each other. And that
exactly. Yeah, I didn't understand the word neither. That's how I felt. I ain't gonna lie. I hate to say it. I felt like it was a dope performance, and I loved it, even though I didn't understand what he was saying.
That's it. And
but it's like you can feel what he was saying.
Want to be hating and negativity and blah blah blah. It's like we just let them talk with whatever the fuck they want to say, and we over here showing love to each other and making this world a better place. And as these elder people start to phase out of life and they start to die and shit, their hatred's gonna die with them, dog. Because this new generation, we just not on that shit, B. We see past the bullshit. We see the fact that we all going through the struggle. We all got the same pain, the same fear, the same hunger. Like, we starting to fucking come together as people, and it's fucking beautiful. So, the Bad Bunny show wasn't the best show ever, but it was so much love, such a beautiful message. I can't spew negativity after watching that shit. All I can say is I'm proud for all my people coming together, regardless of what our leaders are trying to preach. We are starting to follow our own fucking hearts, and I love that.
And I'm gonna tell you, this is one thing that I always felt like right here, like what he was saying, like despite what anybody else was saying, when you come to where we at, like, you see, we all getting along. Like, we don't give a damn. Like, we watch it. We might talk about it, and we all have our different opinions, but we still be as one doing the same thing. You feel me? We still come together on it. We are like, that's the part that gets me. It's like, I know a lot of people follow politics in here and they choose sides and whatever, but that's what it's like. This is what they want you to do. You feel me? I said, that's why I'm playing the game right now. It's like, why not play the game? Everybody else playing it. It's like, for real. It's like, everybody else
late breaking news, and I can't believe this. So Donald Trump actually watched this, posted on his Truth Social, something most unbelievable, just as bad as the video that he made of Michelle and Barack Obama. Trump, that guy showed exactly what he's all about. Actually was a dud. You gotta love that Bad Bunny though. Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga. We were all there doing the dance. Like that. The shuffle. I got some moves. Like that. I have late breaking news, and I can't believe this. So Donald Trump.
Oh man. Kid Rock. Dang, man, I watched the whole show. I even streamed it on TikTok. I don't remember seeing Kid Rock. Am I tripping, bro? I must be tripping.
So Donald Trump is just going on Truth Social and blasted the NFL halftime show on True Social. He said so many things about Bad Bunny, and he talks ethics.
He said these MAGA people are hurting kids in more ways than one. I'm sorry if I come off aggressive. I just can't abide by this shit anymore. I antagonize, but the Ice Epstein stuff is repulsive. Yeah, no, you're not coming off like on this channel, man. I ain't gonna lie. You come off how you want to come off. You know, it's just you got to come off aggressive sometimes. Like that don't even sound disrespectful. You feel me? We be in our feelings. You feel me? And that's all it is. We be in our feelings when it comes to talking about certain shit. But we're not being disrespectful. Just because you in your feelings don't mean you got to be disrespectful like Big Chill. See, now Big Chill be disrespectful. You feel me? But no, sometimes we just be in our feelings. And like, that's okay. That's
blah,
okay.
Blah, blah. Wait a second. Yes, you're right. Donald Trump did not watch the Turning Point halftime show. He watched the NFL halftime show.
Huh.
So Donald Trump is just going to truth.
Hey, what's just crazy is, you know, they don't want, bro, the Epstein files, the shit that's in the Epstein files, man. Oh my God, man. Don't you know we will start a war with any country right now? So people stop paying attention to them Epstein files. We will start a war with anybody. Right now, we will go out and attack little people. You feel me? We'll start a war with the midgets right now if we have to, in order to to make people not pay attention to what's really going on in this country. We will go to war with the trees, the ants, the lions. It don't matter, bro. Just to make people not pay attention to what's really going on. Like, for reals. You feel me? Like, the ones we got running this shit, bro, pedophiles. You feel me? Weird people. But, you feel me? We all choose the sides of the weird people. We put two weird people in front of us and say, pick one. It's like, both of them weird. I'm not even voting. Fuck that shit. I'm cool. I'm not even doing that. I'm not playing these games with these people no more, okay?
The NFL just chose the Bad Bunny Rabbit or whatever his name, this guy who hates ICE. He doesn't like you. He accuses everything he doesn't like of racism. Do you think maybe we should just kind of entertain blowing off the NFL like a boycott or something along those lines? This guy does not seem like a unifying entertainer, and a lot of folks don't even know who he is.
I never heard of him. I don't know who he is. I don't know why they're doing it. It's like crazy. And then they blame it on some promoter that they hired to pick up entertainment. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And while we're at it, I'd like them to change the kickoff rule.
I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy because when Donald Trump, people be listening. When Trump talk, people listen for some reason. And it makes sense to have somebody like him as president right now. The way shit is, it makes sense to have him as president, bro. I hate to say it. Hey, the way people are today, it makes sense. You feel me? Like, when we first started putting actors as presidents, I said, oh, yeah, man, this shit is going downhill. He said, get David Cutter out of here, too. Oh, hell no, bro. This shit is a stage, okay? Let me just say it. It's a stage, right? And they're all on the stage, and we in the crowd, and we looking, all right? This is a stage. It's all acting. I don't know who put this show together. I ain't going to hold you, but it's a damn good show. I'm going to tell you right now, this has been one of the best movies popping right now, and, you know, we in it. We in it. Bro, 500 years 500 years, 1,000 years from now, you know, they gonna be laughing at us. They gonna be like, our ancestors, because 500 years from now, like, we gonna be the ancestors. They gonna be like, bro, our ancestors was crazy as shit. Look at the stuff they used to argue about. Look at the stuff they used to fight about. Look at the shit they was in. Man, our ancestors 500 years from now, bro, 1,000 years from now, watch, they gonna be like going, and we know none of us gonna be here to see it, but I'm just going, like the way we look at some of what they did back in the days with the, you know, the sacrifices and all the shit that they was doing, they gonna look at us the same way. They're gonna be like, because they're gonna be way more advanced and beyond what we are right now. So it's gonna be like the craziest thing. I wish I could be a fly on the wall to see the future generations looking at us and the shit that we talking about and the shit that we doing right now. It's gonna be like they not even gonna laugh. They gonna feel sorry for us. they gonna literally feel sorry for us. He said it's Rosemary Baby and taken, but apply a crack outbreak. Hey, for real, I'm telling you, look, what if the future us is actually, like we talked about this a long time on the channel, what if the future us is actually the gray aliens, right? And they had to keep trying to come back and try to tell us something, try to get us to change, you feel me, try to show us something, but every time, you know, we trying to catch a gray alien, they coming back trying to give us information in order to help change us, but we trying to catch their ass. We going, nah, we need to catch one of them in order so we can, you know, cut them up and, you feel me, and find out what the fuck they really are. I don't know. This shit is crazy. Let's see, deal with Trump. Oh, wait, my bad. He said, deal with Trump and his crew, please. A big hello from Brazil. What's up, Brazil? What's up? But that's it, bro. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I'm about to get out of here. I wanted to stay on longer, but I'm probably gonna sit back and try to find another topic to talk about. I'm trying to find something else to talk about and then pop back in like, you know, 30 minutes or so, like I usually do, because, you know, 37-minute long video is just not enough for me. And like I said, a lot of people new here. I always do everything live for some reason. I do it live. I don't sit back and chop the videos up and do all that stuff. I don't have no editor. You feel me? I am my editor. So therefore, we just do it live and we do it legit. That's here. That's what we do here. We do lives here. You'll notice. So on that note, hit that like button. I'm out. I'll see y'all real soon. Yeah, much respect. Big Chill coming all the way from Canada. You feel me? Yeah, Brazil. This is, man, it's a lot of people in the house. But till next time, man, peace out. Y'all have a good day.